The next generation motor could very well be three-dimensionally designed and 3D printed. We have seen concepts that stem from Leap 71. However, these motors did not work, and they were just basically a concept. It wasn't really until recently when we started to see a new generation of laser sintering machines, which could 3D print the copper coil. And this is a very interesting innovation because now you can 3D print multiple components of the motor into one build. And we're starting to see machines that can overcome the challenge of achieving high quality dense copper that can even be used in the windings. But in order to be better than coil windings, we have to understand the properties and variation of what windings do in a motor. In a typical motor, the coils can be utilized in a distributed or concentrated winding. In concentrated, you have it wound over each stator tooth, and you can generate higher torque. However, harmonics are also generated and efficiency can be lost. Where distributed is across multiple slots of the stator and is better for higher efficiency at high speed. Another thing you can do with coil windings is create different phases. Things like your washing machine, refrigerator, or even just a typical fan is single phase. And this is where the voltage alternates in a single sine wave, meaning it rises and falls together in a single circuit. And that's perfectly fine for these simple applications. But if you want to get better performance and greater efficiency out of the motor, then you need to go to more phases, with 3-phase being the most common. And this utilizes 3 separate AC currents, each offset by 1/3 of a cycle. So you have this multiple sinusoidal waveform that generates better efficiency. And naturally, electric cars typically use a 3-phase motor. If you were to point out that most electric cars utilize DC batteries, well, then you would be correct. And this is why you need an inverter which converts the DC to AC signal. As a side note, there are a couple of DC motors which utilize electronic computation which mimic 3-phase, but I'll keep that for another video. Anyways, the focus has been mainly on coil windings in the stator and how it affects the motor's performance in terms of torque and efficiency. And essentially, hairpins have to have these same capabilities in order to be effective. So hairpins are basically flat rectangular copper conductors, and they have more fill factor when compared to wiring. So the immediate benefit is that you get a stronger magnetic field and increased power density. So you can produce more power for the same size and weight when compared to traditional motors, and you can also lower electrical resistance, which can reduce heat loss. However, there are a couple of challenges. One is that you have to balance the skin effect with the total surface area of the conductors. And skin effect is basically the tendency of AC to flow primarily near the surface of the conductor rather than uniformly throughout its cross section. And that's not really good because then we're not using that total fill factor. And this can lower the overall efficiency of the motor. So a way to get around this is optimizing the hairpin's geometries and dimensions along with using higher frequency materials. This also leads us to the next challenge, which is manufacturing. The problem with hairpins is that they are solid pieces of copper bars, so they require expensive machines to be formed and integrated into the motor. They would have to be typically formed through CNC bending machines, guided in, laser welded, and coated with epoxy resin. But the whole resolution of this particular video is that there is basically a new innovation which can do this multi-material 3D printing of the electric motor. More specifically, this is related to direct metal laser sintering, which is a metal 3D printing process that builds parts layer by layer from powdered metal using a laser. And even more intriguing, there are multi-material DMLS machines coming out. The company Additive Drives has come up with this technique to create complex winding geometries for both axial and radial motors. They utilize 3D printing in some of their components, so they can come up with these custom profiles that are suitable for its application. And this also allows for more effective cooling on the stator laminations. Another interesting thing is that they're using their patented next pin technology, which significantly reduces AC losses in the skin effect, which I talked about earlier. So this combines solid conductor hairpins with the high frequency properties of Litz wires. And this type of wire is able to run at high frequency without these losses. Another interesting innovation that happened recently is Infinity Turbine's 3D printed copper graphene coil. And this basically integrates the two materials into a matrix, which improves electron flow through the coils, supposedly boosting power output and energy efficiency. As we know, graphene has exceptional thermal conductivity, which makes more effective heat dissipation than copper alone, which is really effective for high-performance motors. Having said that, I'm still a little bit skeptical on how pure this matrix is, and whether or not if it can even compete with pure copper coils. And this is why I still believe that we are in the infancy of motor development, especially in 3D customized designs. Now, the thing with hairpins is that they generally offer higher power density, and an excellent application for that is probably in the electric vehicles. I think in the future we could definitely see more advances in 3D printing, particularly laser metal sintering, that will give us multi-material 3D printed motors, and that's really cool because maybe we'll get more motors like the dark matter from Koenigsegg that kind of utilizes a both radial and axial design. But as a conclusion, hairpins are not a universal fit for everything, and there are already many motors that are made out there that come at a cheap cost. Anyways, I would like to hear from you about what you think about hairpin motors. Are they beneficial? Please leave a comment, like the video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. And yes, it is Motor Explorer now and not Tech Planet.